What is the significance of strategy in operations? What does it mean to a business? And how does it determine their success? According to Cochrane, David, and Gibson, strategic management is the construction, implementation, and evaluation of activities that will allow a company to attain its organizational goals. Operations and strategy is of the utmost importance to be considered by all businesses, as it may determine any success or failures that a business may endure. Throughout this presentation, we will talk about operations and strategy with its association to the identity of businesses. The following businesses will be Dick Smith and Noel Leeming, and which will be used to further any understanding. Firstly, we will talk about theories around operations and strategies. Secondly, why we chose our companies and what sources we will be using. Finally, the association to Dick Smith and how their poor strategic decisions led them to a failure, and we will also talk about the operations and strategies associated with Noel Leeming and their utilization of a theory that led them to a success.
Scholars have debated the theme around strategic management for a while and have debated whether the relationship between theory and practice could actually be applied in the real business world. However, the relationship between the environment and strategic and other aspects of small and large establishments still need to be further discussed. We as a team decided to further analyze strategic management and how it could affect retail companies in a competitive market. In order for a company to be successful, it is essential to include strategic management into their core activities, where it involves building a business that both creates and reacts to change. However, it is important to appropriately adapt, integrate, and reconfigure internal and external business skills, resources, and functional competencies to match requirements of changing markets. If firms implement a good strategy, it could be the way to overcome an obstacle, such as another competitor outcompeting your business in the market. But how does the firm's strategy affect its identity? A company's identity has commonly originated from management and strategy areas. Furthermore, the company's identity does not only concern the characteristic traits of a company, but also concerns the organizational strategy. Thus, aligning the organizational strategy to benefit the company as a whole will positively impact the firm's identity, making it a success.
We chose Dick Smith because they were a very successful company generating $520 million on the Australian Stock Exchange. However, in 2 years' time, the company led to a failure due to bad strategic management decisions. Furthermore, we chose Noel Leeming because they were able to utilize their strategy delivering results in regard to profit and satisfied customers. Our sources that we're using are New Zealand Herald and other news platforms, also journal articles from scholars that specialize in strategy to back up our theory. By using this source, we are able to answer our thesis question.
Operations and strategy, when not considered properly, can have a significant negative impact on businesses, such as Dick Smith, where they did not follow the guidelines of this theory. Dick Smith heavily concentrated on increasing their inventory rather than meeting customer demand. Dick Smith also expanded their branches across New Zealand and Australia without focusing on strategizing or creating trade-offs to specialize on a more important decision. Theory suggests that this is a form of bad strategy, which disregards the power of choice and focus by trying to accommodate a variety of conflicting demands and interests, resulting into one reason for the failure of the company. Alternatively, when operations and strategy is considered properly, it can have colossal benefits for the business, such as Noel Leeming, where they did follow the guidelines of the theory. Noel Leeming has a good relationship with its suppliers, where they actually benefited from this relationship and being able to sell products with a good price. Whereas theory confirms that it is important to select the right supplier that will suit the needs of companies, which allows them to achieve the necessary quantity of goods to be distributed to the right location at the right time in order to reduce costs and increase revenues while meeting demand of customers. Relationships with suppliers enables both parties to consider each other as strategic allies to work towards common goals. Noel Leeming also focuses on their services, which in turn creates values for its products that are supplied, whereas theory confirms that customers aren't just looking for a good price and quality, but also services.
In conclusion, if a company utilizes strategic management, it would benefit the company in the long run.